Yo soy madero.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be working on the B22. I'll be doing the brakes, brake booster, brake lines to the front, and just organizing a little bit more to the 12A, running the wires, make it nice and neat. New brake lines. I'm going to paint the brake booster, and yeah, that's about it. Got the brake booster, we got the cylinder. Gonna clean it up a little bit, clean both of them up. I got some Rust-Oleum resistant rust paint. I'm gonna spray it up, and then I'm going to go buy new brake lines for the front and the rear, and see if I could make these two again. Run them nicely, neatly. Remember these? I used these for the line lock when I ran the new brake lines for the 3rd gen. Now we're gonna spray it with some brake cleaner, get some dust and grease off of it. Follow me to my paint booth. Aquí tenemos paint booth. I'm just gonna spray a little light coat on it, let it sit for a little bit, throw another one, and it should be as good as new. Gonna let it sit for a while, dry up a little bit, and then give another coat. So meanwhile, I'm gonna go to the parts store and get some new brake lines. O'Reilly had the rolls of the brake lines but didn't have the fittings. Then I went to AutoZone. AutoZone only had 5, so I had to go to a different AutoZone to grab the other 5 for the fittings for the threads for the brake lines. All the parts are dried up, so now I'm going to jack up the truck in the front, take the 2 front tires just to be working more comfortable in the front for the 2 fittings. Still don't know which route to go, make it more cleaner, try to hide it, see if I could go up underneath this lip and back down and through that hole, but we'll see. Let's see what's the best route. Well, first time taking the wheels off. This pickup needs new disc brakes. Look at that. I don't know how. Oh my god, it looked like it was never changed. Any new brake disc, new brakes. Jesus. Same thing on the other side. Wow. It's not even flush, it's about 1/4 inch in. Well, these coil packs are not going to work there. The booster almost hits. It's too close to it. I don't like it. so we're gonna have to relocate the coil packs. So these are the old one that I'm going to replicate. This one went up. I'm just gonna do a 90 bend here and then a 90 bend in. This one's gonna be a little bit tricky because this one does like an S backwards. See if I'll be able to do it or reroute a different way. But first I'm gonna do the top one. It's pretty simple to do brake lines. All you need is the benders, the swedgers, and the pipe cutter, and of course the brake lines. So I'm going to show you real quick how to use the flare tool. The brake line is 3/16, so all you have to do, some are marked, some are not, but you could figure out which one goes there. This side is flared in, this side is flat, so you want to make sure to stick the brake line through the flat side on the 3/16 side, and you want to make sure that's flat flush with the tool. I don't know if you could see. Then you tighten these up real nice and tight. If you don't tighten these up real tight, what's gonna happen is when you use this tool, it's gonna push this in and not do the flare. Then you flare it, screw it until you can't no more, and then loosen it back, and that's it. You have your flare. You always want to make sure that you have the nut inside before you do the flare, because of course if you do the flare, there's no way of this going in. But since it's a straight piece, I'm able to slide it in and make the flare. To use the tube bender, you find your measurement, you mark it, your center, which is here, and then you squeeze, and you'll have a perfect 90. If you want to turn it a different way, now you have your perfect 90. Simple enough. So what I've done so far has the booster, the clutch is installed, just I got to do the line too. The rear line brakes, I hit it underneath that ridge right there, and it connected here, and then goes to the rear wheels. Then I have to, this one goes to the front passenger side, so I'm also going to follow this one all the way across and come down here, little loop right here, and then through the hole into the tire. Now this one, this is the front driver. It went straight down and it in, but I don't like that design, so I'm gonna do a 90 and then 90 down close to the wheel well, and then in, make it nice and neat, a lot better. I'm also going to do today the new brake disc and brake pads. I just gotta wait till like 4 o'clock for them to deliver it to me. I also came to another dilemma. The person that painted the engine bay, also was going to paint the outside, do all the body work, became very ill. Now I gotta find someone new to paint the outside of the truck, fix all the dents, kind of restart, redo it all. Sucks for me, but it happens. I already paid the guy half of the price for the work. Now I gotta find someone new. I don't know how long it's gonna take me, so I'm trying to finish up the most as I can with the truck, do the brake lines, get it ready. We still gotta organize all the lines or the wiring, make it more organized. Then I'm gonna start driving it, but it's not gonna have a paint job on the outside until I find a new painter to give me a decent price. But yeah, that's where now. I'm gonna do the line for the front driver's side. front driver's side, and I gotta do the front passenger side from here. Follow that one, try to hide underneath, come down inside there into the brake caliper. That one was a pain in my butt. This one should be easier. I got the passenger side done on this side, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna follow the rear parallel to the other line and then come down and then in to that hole, so it could be nicely all parallel, organized. More bends, but cleaner work. All done with the brake lines finally. Now I just gotta wait for the disc and the pads until 4 o'clock. Then I'll install those, add brake fluid, and bleed out the line.